All right, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwarash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. And, this is a quick lesson. Lord willing, it is informative and inspiring. As the title says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And that's come straight out of the scriptures. Of course, I'm driving at the moment, but it still stands. All right, the scriptures tell us to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Study. The scriptures also say, study to show thyself approved. These are foundational milk scriptures that the more you grow into this, the more you realize that's what it's all about. Working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Because elder brother of mine, he always used to say this years ago about the fact that at the end of the day, there is no plus one onto a chariot. What do I mean by that? You not gonna get, if let's just say the Lord has it in it's in the Lord's mercy to have mercy on me, or the Lord's storyline to save, let's just say me, or not even me, let's just say or whoever, brother A. Let's just say the Lord want to save brother A. Let's just keep it that way. The Lord want to save brother A, and he's with brother A. Brother A can't say, hey, Lord, can brother B be saved with me? That's not how this works. Every man, and not talking about the women and the children, we're talking specifically the men doing the work. The men specifically she's folks tripping out here, Salaki. There is no plus one. There is no, oh, you know what, man, I really mess with such and such, and because I mess with him, you come on in, man. No. Everybody that's gonna be in that chariot and receive salvation earn a place there. And that's whether they were 11th hour, whether however you see it fit. Now, of course, there are people that will, you could get particular about it. And, some people will, hadn't did any works, hadn't kept any laws, and will receive salvation because it's the Lord. As the scriptures say, the Lord said, I will have mercy on who I will have mercy on. But nevertheless, for us here, that Revelation, the 7th chapter, the 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes that are the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, those men put in work, and the Lord saw, and the Lord had mercy upon their works. You understand? So you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You got to have your own relationship and rapport with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Another thing that the same brother that I'm speaking about, this elder, excuse me, he's a brother of mine, but for respect, he's an elder, is the Lord got to hear your prayers. That's a key thing. Shalom, shalom, brother. The Lord got to hear your prayers. All right? Because that's another thing. Everything, all of these components, they come together, and this is what forms your relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, you gotta have your own. I'm talking about both these brothers, beautiful brothers. The elder I'm speaking about right now, the elder Tazawam in Atlanta, and the elder Tazawam in Milwaukee did a beautiful video years ago about you gotta have experience with the name of Yahweh Shai. That's part of working out your own salvation, fear and trembling. You gotta have your own relationship with Yahweh Shai. See, you can't just fake see, a lot of men, and I'm not speaking to anybody particular, I'm not even speaking to anybody in Great Millstone. I'm speaking to that energy of how in the world of men thinking that they could just, swagger jack your energy or your relationship with that. No, it ain't like that. That's why the scriptures say, those in that day that shall say, Lord, Lord, and the Lord shall say, verily, I never knew thee. Get thee behind me, you workers of iniquity. Because a lot of men, just because you call on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that don't mean you got a relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. See, you gotta be tried. You gotta go through it. You gotta be shown forth worthy. By what? You get put in a low position. You stay down. You take your punches. You take your stripes. You keep going. And the Lord sees that. Hey, you know what? That's a solid man right there. And that's not an overnight thing. I'm not coming from a place of saying this from a position of as if I know I don't have, like, no, I'm a young man and I'm still figuring this out as well. But in the process of all of this is the type of things that we all got to remember along the way. We got to remember that it's all about, it's a team effort. It's more like track and field. You know what I mean? Like it's like track and field more than it is basketball or football. What the hell do you mean? Well, if you read the scriptures, the Apostle Paul would use different sporting events to what? Make his point heard in the spirit, giving you the understanding. So what do I mean by it's like track and field? Think about the USA track team versus the USA basketball team. The USA basketball team, you could have not played. You could have sucked. But if your team won, you get a gold medal. Versus in track and field, they all might be on the same team, but in your sport, your time to step up and show forth, if you don't do so, then that'll be the difference between you getting a gold, silver, bronze, or no medal. So you got to remember that, like, yeah, we're here together. We're a brotherhood. We're doing this together. But at the same time, you got to remember you're working out your own salvation. You will get saved according to your relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai if he had mercy upon you. Of course, it's all mercy. But it's all about your relationship. It's not about being selfish, but there is a level of selfishness involved here. All right? See, when you see Apostle Tahar, he goes hard. He's like, I was watching, what made me cut this video on was the fact that him, hey man, it ain't no excuse to not be uploading videos and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, man, I gotta step my shit up, man. I gotta get back on point because brothers that know I done moved and I'm in between homes and things of that nature. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow that to be an excuse because there is no excuse. The Lord ain't hearing that. All right. So again, the main thing is we're here to work out our salvation with fear and trembling. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up to where I got to be. So I'm probably going to cut this off. And I'll probably start another stream in a few. But yeah, man, I think that's pretty much the point. Is understanding that, you want to get these breakdowns for you, not to appease, men that are your leaders, brown nosing and shit like that. No, you want to work these things out for yourself. You want to get these prayers for yourself. You want to do all these things for your sake because it's on you. See, when Jacob's trouble occurs, it ain't gonna be, you know, this team effort in the senses of, yeah, but we might be in a situation together, but even so, we got to make sure that like you're on point. That's why, again, what, you know, brothers that know, what do we push? We make sure you know these breakdowns, make sure you locked in, make sure you're doing your lessons, making sure you're in tune with the body, you know, in the state of the flock, making sure you know these prayers. You should know the Hebrew alphabet. You should know these prayers. You should be praying. You know, all of these things are toolage to keep you in tune with the spirit, man. All right. So again, like I said, I just pulled up to where I'm at. I'm gonna try to handle this real quick. And now, Lord willing, I'll come back with another lesson if the Spirit allows. So with that, I'm going to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all you sincere Akim out there. Shalom.